Yes, guys. Hello and welcome to the Benchwarmers. This is the podcast where a couple of guys here who never made it onto the pitch give our view of the game that we love, football. We're not pundits, but we're just here to give our little take on the beautiful game of football. We got Waves, aka Mr. Delusional. We've got Dre and yours truly, Omall. Let's get it, guys. What's popping, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Hope everybody doing well.
Good. There's Marc performance from my team. But I don't know, second game week, we're not stressing. At least we got one under the belt.
Yeah. Unlike some people.
Exactly.
Some people. Yeah. All right. I mean, in this week we got a lot to discuss. We saw the London teams dominating football. Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, and even Fulham get the better over Manchester United. The Manchester teams, what's going on in Manchester, guys? I mean, you guys struggled this week, eh? Lots to get into, so without further ado, let's get it popping, guys. All right, who we starting with?
Let's start with the winners, then we can deal with the losers them after. You know?
Okay, I like it.
You know, props to Chelsea.
But hey, my team didn't lose. Let's just put that out there from the get-go. We didn't lose.
I mean, might as well you lose still.
Might as well, bro.
A point is better than no point. So I'll take the one and we keep it moving.
I guess you're right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, kick things off with the mighty Chelsea.
Chelsea, good victory, good win.
5-1 win over the West Ham. I mean, a lot of fans are happy about this.
It's a win without Cole Palmer as well.
Yeah.
So,
it's a big win. 5-1 over the West Ham. I'm going to get this out right now. Happy with the win, but I'm not going to take it over the moon because it's a poor West Ham team we play. I mean, West Ham, they came with nothing really. Let me start that over. They started the game well. The first 10 minutes, I was like, kind of worried a bit, but then...
Yeah, the screamer there from La Paqueta and the 6th minute.
Yeah. Lucas Paqueta there. Yeah, it was a screamer, and then they got a second one, which was ruled offside.
Yeah.
Yep,
which would have put them 2-1.
Yep.
So at first I was like, what's happening? West Ham, they're looking like they want to win this game. But then Chelsea just brought it up a notch, and 5-1 win to the Chelsea, up the Chelsea, yeah.
Yup.
I guess since it's my team, I can start. The lineup was, I guess, one thing that shocked everybody. Cole Palmer got injured during the warm-up, which I'm understanding now that he had been struggling with something for the past couple of days. So even in the match against Crystal Palace, he wasn't 100% fit. And then during the warm-up, he was like, no, he really doesn't want to push it. So they took him off, brought in Esteval Willian, wonder kid from Brazil. And man, what a game he had. I mean, he had a decent game. Don't want to be over the moon. But for him...
It was exciting. It was exciting.
For having his first start in the Premier League.
Has that Brazilian flair to his game as well. So
and he
was
did
a good
step
watch.
up. Yeah, did step up, got an assist, and he got the man of the match.
Should have scored as well.
Should have scored. Yep. Beautiful pass into him from Reece James.
Yep.
I was really hoping for him to score, so he should have scored, yeah. Mm-hmm. But overall, a good game. We saw Joao Pedro playing in the 10. And for me, when we first signed him, this is the position I thought we were going to play him into, a 10. And that's why I was like, why are we signing Joao Pedro? Because we have Cole Palmer, right? Of course, we got rid of Felix and we're getting rid of Nkunku. So him coming in to be able to play in that position is a good
But here's
good
my thing
addition.
with that, though, I'm not for cut you. Because as soon as Palmer is back and running, he's gonna be there. So, I mean, for me, I always thought Pedro was a replacement for Jackson.
For Jackson, yeah,
You
which is
know?
where they will play him.
Yeah.
But
But
I
I
mean,
guess
The lap did look
Pedro is
good,
a
but
Pedro's a very versatile player as
versatile,
well.
yeah.
yeah.
So because he's so versatile, I think it's a possibility that he could, if Palmer is fit and Palmer is in that number 10 slot, I can see Pedro maybe shifting today, maybe even the left
Yeah,
to
because he's played on
accommodate
the left at Brighton
Leon Delap
up front.
up front.
Yeah, but is
In
Delap a
in
better
some
forward than Pedro, though?
no,
Look at
we certainly don't think so. But I'm just saying, if it's a
yeah.
case where you want to accommodate
Yeah, all three of
Palmer
those
with both
players. Yeah,
strikers, then he's such a versatile player that he
yeah,
can
he can
adapt
play
his
on the
game
left.
to
Yeah,
playing that side. That's what I was thinking. But
yeah.
I mean, from a game perspective, I totally expected West Ham, after suffering such an
A bad defeat from
humiliating
Sunderland.
3-0 defeat to Sunderland, I totally expected them to put up a good showing. So when the match started and I saw them score and they were up 1-0, I'm like, all right. I
Yeah,
mean, I didn't expect, well, I expected Chelsea to win. That's the truth. But I didn't expect West Ham to be so soundly beaten to the tune of 5-1. I was thinking maybe 2-1, 3-2, thereabout.
yeah.
So West Ham, as we said last week, it might be a long season for them. I can see them
Going
possibly
down.
fighting to stay up
Yeah,
based on just, how they have been performing.
yeah.
Even watching the match, Wan-Bissaka, who was so good last season, he was very poor
Very poor.
in that
Yeah,
match, very
yeah.
poor. I remember when he left Man U, the
He was
talk was
poor
that,
as well at Manu.
um,
I think that's
He's
a
been a
Man U
but
poor
issue,
player.
though. Yeah.
I don't, you know,
no,
No,
but
he did
no, but
improve though.
last season he
Yeah,
was
he
very
did.
good for West Ham.
He was
Please
good.
remember,
He was
last
good.
season he
Yeah.
was very good for West Ham. And when I was watching, I was looking. I'm like, what are you doing? It was a very poor game. Well, I
Very
mean, it was a
poor.
poor game from majority of the team, but
Yeah.
he in particular, I think, was at fault for maybe the first 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah.
Not
First three.
tracking back.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Yep.
was at fault. He had a role to play. He was poor defensively, so was just a off game for him, and he's probably an early candidate for Donkey of the Week.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, definitely West Ham played poor. They
yeah, very
offered
poor.
nothing.
Nothing,
There's even
man.
a time I saw Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo in the middle of the park. Just there was no pressing. They had no energy. And then when we were going forward, there was just so much space.
Yep.
There's a time Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo were just standing, passing the ball back to each other for like 10 passes straight. And I'm like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, it's like a
So
training
they
pitch.
offered nothing. And I mean, for me, this is an issue we had with Graham Potter. And remember, Graham Potter managed Chelsea under the new ownership. And we were poor. We were poor under Graham Potter. Marky, there were other issues behind the scenes, but on the pitch, you could just see that we didn't know what we were doing. The team just didn't seem like they were gelling. The structure, everything. I mean, and it's the same thing I'm seeing here with Graham Potter. Many people had the question of, was it just Chelsea going through their transition and him just getting that job in a bad time? But clearly, what we saw with West Ham is almost a replica, a direct replica of what we saw at Chelsea. So, I mean, I feel like he's going to be under pressure right now. I saw this stat that for like 20 games, he's only won like 4 or something like that. 4 or 5 out of the 20 that he's been in charge at West Ham. So his form is
hey, it is better than the current Man United coach record. He has
No,
been there, listen,
no,
he's been
no.
there for 29 games, right? He has only won 7 of those 29 games.
All right. So the
Anyway,
stats were there,
before we even go,
and on the
before
stats
we
that
go
were
to,
there,
Yep.
the Man United coach Ruben was ahead of him. So get your numbers right, sir. Please
yeah, these
don't
are
do that.
facts. 29 games,
Mm-hmm.
right? From those 29 games, he has secured only 28 points.
28 points, yeah.
And that is barely 1 point. From that
Okay.
29 games, he has only won 7 games, sir.
Out of those 7, 3 of them has been to the relegation side.
Relegated
But like I said,
team.
we'll get to
But we get to that.
Man U.
But speaking
Yeah, we'll
about
get to
West
Man
Ham,
U.
though, from the
So
first game,
continue.
I said they were trash, right?
Yeah.
That's how they were playing football. I expected Cole Palmer to blitz them, honestly.
Can you imagine if he started? My goodness.
He wasn't going to score regardless. See, he wasn't going to score even if he started.
I don't know,
Regardless.
but that's what I expected from
Last
a
week
very
I said
weak
get
West
him
Ham
on the
side.
fantasy side. You guys should have listened to me. He wasn't going to score. He hasn't scored in the league in months, so don't do that.
Well,
Maybe
there's
you
a
have
first time.
assisted,
There's a first.
but
Hey, listen, this is Cole Palmer we're
wasn't
talking about, right? We
If he
can't.
was going
He's a
to
good
score,
baller,
this
not
would have been
scoring.
the game.
This
This
would
would have
have
been
been
the game.
this
I
would have been
promise
the
you.
game that he would have scored a lot in.
The scoreline would have probably
Possible.
been more had he
More
been on
exactly.
the pitch. So
But we cannot sit here and talk about what ifs and if he did. But
yeah,
the West Ham team poor.
poor.
Performance is what I expected. Really
One Bissaka, man, I think he really let the defense down. I mean,
Yep.
back post time and time again. The Pedro goal, the Enzo goal, the Joao Pedro goal as well. First, second, and third goal, like you said, Mark, just absent, missing. Like Pedro Neto just running from the back post, almost like he forgot he was playing the game.
Yep.
The header from Joao Pedro, the first goal to equalize, he was marking him, and somehow, I think the ball came to Cucurella at first at the near post. He headed it on, and I guess when Wan-Bissaka saw that the ball was going to the near post, he just kind of switched off. Joao Pedro got free, easy header.
Very easy. Yep.
And then the Enzo Fernandez goal again just wasn't tracking back, wasn't tracking the runner.
Yeah.
Just allowed Enzo Fernandez to run in, easy tapping. So, yeah, for me, it was a poor game for him. Chelsea, it wasn't the best performance, if I'm being honest, by Chelsea. They just didn't have much resistance from West Ham. They were just able to play their game, barely made it out of first gear, and yeah, easy win for them. I'll take the 5-1 win.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see how this Chelsea team develops with the rumors of Garnacho and Xavi Simons coming in, because those are two very talented players as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, that 5-1 without Cole Palmer, resounding victory. Addition of those two players, I'm very interested to see how the team evolves and what they do look like, because if they can continue to build and develop, we might be talking about Chelsea in the title race. Maybe before the season started, we weren't looking at them. I'm still not ready to put them in that race as yet.
No, you need to say some things more time. I wonder, because Garnacho, as good as you claim him to be, in the last 2 seasons, has he performed for club and country?
All right, so, and that's the thing.
Yes
that's
or
very,
no? Yes or no?
So if you look at the goals and assists that Garnacho has produced
compared
to the other 21-year-olds, Garnacho is right on par, if not better. You can Google that. Those are stats.
We are. That's we have to verify them, because I've been watching the league for 2 seasons, and Garnacho has underperformed.
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about country, Argentina, where he robbed bench. That's all himself on bench.
That's different. I am talking about inside the league.
Yeah.
Garnacho might be a player who, at times, his decision making is questionable. Very, very questionable, from the standpoint that we expect a pass, we expect him not to shoot, and he does the opposite. But what I am saying is that we all know he's a very talented player.
Yeah,
Now,
the
from a
talent is there.
talent perspective, him joining a Chelsea team who is very, I would say, talented and well coached at the moment, coming off that Club World Cup win, and adding to the Chelsea team and that dynamics overall, I am simply saying I am not ready to put them in it. But if those two players come in and Cole Palmer comes back fit, just based on the form of Pedro right now and Neto and Cucurella and Reece James looks like he's gonna be fit and just all of that stuff, we might possibly be talking about them in the titles. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a guaranteed. I'm just saying possibly if Xavi and Garnacho comes in, we might be looking at them challenging. Now we'll see how the season progresses, but that's just something that came to mind.
For me, Chelsea already have a title winning team, right? Challenging team right now, even without those two. In my, how the guys are playing, how them look. If everybody can stay fit, I don't see why not, right?
Yeah.
You know me, I love my stats, right? So for Manchester United, Garnacho has 93 appearances, right? Total. 16 goals. That no sound like somebody's performing for me, right? But let's narrow it down a little bit more. In the last season, the 2024 to 2025, how much appearance she has? 36 appearance, only 6 goals. Talented. When have you? I haven't seen it yet.
Okay,
Well,
but
I'm still waiting to
you
see
need
it.
to remember Garnacho is only 20 and his development is
Okay.
going to
It's
pick
still
up as he
developing then.
gets older.
Well,
And
let's see.
then
Let's watch it.
what I said was that if you compare his stats to other under 21 players, he's right on par. So obviously there are the anomalies like the Yamals and so forth who are very good, but I'm simply just saying that from a goals perspective and assist goal contribution, from he has broken into the team, he has been right on par with the best talents right across Europe. I would love Granger to stay at Manchester United. He's a
yeah,
very good
keep him
player,
there.
but
Keep him.
it's just not working out.
Yeah. No,
It is what it is.
honestly, Garnacho is talented. I
He's a
won't.
very talented player.
He's talented. I feel like the Manu system. I don't know. There's something about Manu that it doesn't allow players to strive, and when they
Well,
leave, you see them doing better. I don't mind him coming to Chelsea. I really don't. I feel like Enzo Maresca will get better out of him than he's doing now at Manchester United. But for me, it's just his attitude. His attitude is what I don't like.
yep,
That's why I
that
don't want
could be
to
the
bring
problem.
around the team. But if it is that, I feel like Maresca has a good control over that dressing room. And so if he comes in, is a case where he will adapt to doing better than rather the rest of the team adapting to his negative ways. But
Yep.
yeah. I don't mind Garnacho though. We'll see what he will do. That I think is gonna get done this week.
Has to be this
Transfer,
week because the
yeah,
transfer
the
window
transfer.
closes the first. Is that
I
it?
think it's the first. Yep.
Yep. So has to be done this
But
week
but
or maybe about this
yeah,
week,
this
early next
week,
week.
for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. But I know Chelsea has been waiting to get rid of Jackson and Nkunku before they bring in Xavi Simons and Garnacho. And I've heard updates that Bayern Munich looks like they're gonna get Jackson, and we're still working on Nkunku. He's linked to Villa. He's linked to RB Leipzig. He's linked to Bayern Munich as well. So I don't know. One of them just need to pay the money and get him over the line.
Simple.
Yeah.
That's how I feel as well with these players at Man U that are not leaving. But
I mean, Garner will be your only sale, right? For this
um,
window.
I mean, possibly. uh, We have some other players who, it seems that they might be leaving. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's going to be a loan, if it's going to be a
Right.
sale. No idea. I'm just looking like everyone else to see exactly what's going to happen in these final few days.
In a
But,
few days, yeah.
yep.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. So overall, good game by Chelsea, 5-1 win. The other London team that did really well was Arsenal, 5-0. 5-0. I mean, talk about a performance from them compared to their last week. 5-0 against a Leeds team that,
Isn't ready
again,
for the league. They're not ready for
are
the
they
league.
really ready?
They're not
But
ready for
still,
the. They're not
they
ready
put
for the league.
5 past them in a
Yeah.
comfortable and
Yeah.
very convincing performance.
Yeah, very
But what's
convincing.
going on with Saka? Came off injured, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You see, this is what I was telling you now. Look at Madueke. Now people, you see, I
Yeah.
bet you'll see the narrative switching to say, oh, this is a good signing by Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans themselves now will start saying, oh, thank God we have
Have some
Madueke.
depth. We'll have some
Yeah.
depth.
Well,
Oh, yeah, none.
actually,
None.
I mean, I still question that signing because, as you can see, they went out last week and, upstaged Tottenham to the signing of Eze. Eze seemed like he was this close to joining
Yeah.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Just needed to sign that paperwork.
That's the
and
history of the
Arsenal
Tottenham, man.
But
The history of the
let's be
Tottenham.
real here, though. Outside the fact that Eze was in the Arsenal youth program, youth system, and got released.
He's an
If
Arsenal
there
fan, yeah.
Yeah, he's a huge Arsenal fan, and
Yep.
he stated that many times.
Yep.
As a professional footballer, you're approached by two clubs, Arsenal or Tottenham. That's a no-brainer.
No brainer. Yeah.
Absolutely no-brainer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That's true. Although probably going to Tottenham, one can argue that he would have been more of, let's say, the man in the team or that main player in that Tottenham team, as
Yeah,
opposed
especially
to,
because Madison injured, right?
yep, Madison is injured, as opposed to going to Arsenal, he's going to be, one of just one of the guys, because that Arsenal team is loaded, with talent from Rice to Gyökeres to
Yeah.
Saka to Odegaard. Even Kai Havertz sometimes, shows up and does, puts in a good performance. So, I mean, from a football perspective, there are two sides to it. But I can see, well, obviously you'd go to Arsenal, and
Arsenal,
then
yeah.
I think, he's looking at Arsenal is more than likely going to be challenging for, Champions League, EPL, the Cups, as opposed to Spurs, where, it's, I'd say, a coin flip. It's not a guarantee. So we will see.
I mean, honestly, Eze has a talent. Like, I've always loved Eze. He's a talented. In my opinion, he was too talented for Crystal Palace.
Yeah, possibly.
Honestly, I honestly hope, and I think he's going to do well at Arsenal.
And
Yeah.
here's the thing with Arsenal too. A lot of us questioned how they performed against Man U in the opening week. They were just run off the park, but they still won that match. And watching that match reminded me of. It was reminiscent of watching Man U under the great Sir Alex.
Stop your foolishness. Press about that little donkey sound, please. Because, brother, I chat foolishness of me years, brother. I chat no more foolishness of me
Oh,
years.
my days.
So this is the point I'm trying to make, right?
Yeah, make a point.
Arsenal winning that match 1-0 was reminiscent of watching Manchester United under the great Sir Alex, where we all know that Man U were tied to challengers and they found a way to. That's all I'm saying.
No, we never know that. You know that. No, we never know that. All we know that was a poorly performing Arsenal team who was
But
not
they
performing
found a
their
way
best.
to win the match.
That's
And
what-
I am
that's what
comparing
champions
it to
do.
the great Manchester United of old when
That's
we
what
Yes.
find a
champions
way
do.
to win.
Champions find a way even when they're not performing at their best.
Okay, and who won more championships than Sir Alex Ferguson
I don't know. I
in the
have a
Premier
clue.
League? Okay,
Oh,
see,
my
so
days.
what you're doing is you are pretty much agreeing with what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
Champions
Let me-
find a way to
Let
win.
me make this
I have seen
very
Sir
clear.
Alex
I
play
am not
7
agreeing
defenders
with what
and
this
win a match.
delusional individual is saying.
Mr.
How can that be
Delulu.
delusional? How is that
None
delusional?
whatsoever. Man U played their best while Arsenal was at their worst, and Arsenal still came out victorious. That's all that proved to me. At your best, you're still unable to beat Arsenal at their worst.
All right.
I don't know. How
If
this
that's
brother
what you want to take from it, sure, that's a
find a
valid
way.
Exactly
point.
what you take from it.
We
That's
weren't
exactly
even.
what
That's a
happened.
valid point.
How we even
However,
reach pan
all I'm
Manu?
I
saying
have
is
no
that
idea. Like, I have
under
no
the
idea.
great Sir Alex, that was how Man U would have performed. You don't have your best, you find a way to win. That's all I'm saying. So simple. We were laughing at Arsenal. They found a way to win. Right now,
No, we
they
were not
are
laughing at
at
Arsenal.
top of the
Nobody was laughing
table.
at Arsenal.
No, we
What
Nobody
do
was
you
weren't
mean?
laughing
laughing
at
at
It
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
was all over the internet that Arsenal's performance was poor and that Man U ran them off the park and they were lucky. That it was
No, I
all
think that's
over.
just from
What you're
Manu
talking about?
fans.
No,
Money
no,
fans,
If
no.
you
money
check
Don't.
the
fans.
recording
Okay,
last
so you
week,
guys are being biased. It was even the Arsenal fans themselves were saying that was a poor performance, but we found a way to win.
Of
So
course, it
that's
was
all
a
I'm
poor
saying. Yeah.
performance.
So
yeah.
what
But
do you
being
No,
guys
but
ran
think?
Manu
off the
never
pitch, nope,
ran
we
them
ran
off
off the
the.
pitch. I will get
Yeah,
to that. You guys were
Oh,
playing really well. The
that's
best
a
you
bit of a
played in the season.
stretch. Yeah,
okay. So, anyways,
yeah.
just
But Arsenal
bring it back
though,
to Arsenal. Top of the
they did
league, two
well.
games undefeated.
2 games.
That's
Yep. Timber, 2 goals from Timber. Like who saw that coming, right?
yep.
Apparently, 15 man jersey in FPL saw
Right.
that coming.
Yeah.
'Cause
We
15
say
of
that
them,
with triple
15 of
Listen,
them,
captain.
triple captain him.
Aye.
I need that cheat code. So
How
anyone
how did
watching
they
this
know
video
that?
right now, for that FPL cheat code that you guys use, just
Yeah.
kind of message us and let
Yeah.
me know because
Put,
I don't see
put it in
how
the
you
comments
guys triple
below.
captain Timber.
Yeah.
That's wow.
That's
So
crazy, man.
that
But yeah, two
cheating
goals
code,
from him.
I need it, please.
Good goals. Yakares off the mark as well. 2 goals for him. One from open play and one from the penalty spot. I'm happy for him, really. Happy that he, well, all right, from a Chelsea perspective, I don't really care. But, from, just talking football, I feel like him coming in the league, having that terrible first game, and then now to come into the second game and have gotten the goal, and then they gave him the penalty. It can only boost his confidence, which would be good for Arsenal. The other goal was by,
Saka had one.
Saka. Yep, just before
Had one
halftime.
before coming off injured. Yep.
Yeah. So, Saka's injury gonna be. I guess we don't know the depth of it as yet. You guys heard anything?
Yeah,
No,
I saw something just before we started recording. It's saying that the injury is not as serious as they feared, but as relates to a timeline, I
Yeah.
didn't see any in the article, but it's
Okay.
just not as serious as they thought it was initially. But it always seems as if Saka gets injured every season
incident,
and
yeah.
is out for a few games, right? Because
Yep.
last year was the same, the year before, I
I think
believe.
last year was the worst for him, but
Yeah, it seems as he always picks up one of these injuries and he misses some time. And I think
yeah,
maybe that's why, they
brought in
aren't,
Madueke.
prioritizing the depth now because him being out, they have that depth. So match winners are still in the team that can
Yeah.
help them to continue that momentum.
I hope this won't be an excuse for Arsenal
It will. It will be.
because
They
you
always have
know
an
them. You
It
know
will, it
them.
all
will be.
They
They don't complain
always have an
about
excuse.
players. They don't complain about the ball.
Ball, the
They don't complain
pitch.
about the
Like,
ref.
come
Oh no, that
on,
that, that,
man.
that was
Come
actually
on.
Bruno. Sorry, my bad. Let's take that back.
Ah! Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah.
I mean, for a team that didn't even score a goal and lost to Tottenham, you're very loud today. Very, very loud.
You do realize I'm only taking shot at Man U, right? Because you haven't won anything. I'm not troubling Arsenal. I'm not troubling Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm only troubling,
I tell you
we're on
what,
the same
though.
level right now.
Yeah, yeah. But you didn't win, so your voice needs to be lowered just a little bit.
Not that when I'm talking to you. When I'm talking to Omall, sure,
Yeah.
I use my inside voice,
I was actually saving this, right? But just when the show started, you were taking shots at Ruben, talking about the matches that he won and the teams that are still in the league, right? So let me ask you this then, right? Um, which team did Ruben Amorim beat that is still in the league right now? Name the teams that are still in the league right now. Or tell me one of them.
And he beat City.
Okay, so you do have a point then. City lost to Ruben Amorim 2-1. I remember. So
Okay.
even though he
But
got
we're talking about
relegated,
individual
he was
matches. We're
still able
talking
to
about
beat your
overall
team.
performances. We're
No,
not talking
no,
about individual matches. We're talking
I'm
about
just putting it out there. He
overall
was able to beat
performances.
Man City 2-1.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Some
So
days you get it right. It's just
you
that
know my
most
point.
days you guys get it wrong. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Most days you guys get it
All right.
wrong.
Can we
Hey.
move on to Man City now?
I mean, we're still talking
Um.
about winners. Man City was a loser, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I guess Arsenal game was just simple, right? 5-0
Yeah,
win. Poor Leeds performance. Good to Arsenal.
yeah.
The other winner was Tottenham, which include City.
Yep,
Well,
yep.
So I
Let, let me
mean,
take, let me take this one if you don't mind, Amal.
yeah.
All right. We lost to
this
Spurs.
now.
Spurs came out and Spurs were pressing like nobody's business, bro.
Right.
And first of all, I have no idea what's going through the mind of Pep right now. Like, nobody ever does. All right. We started out good with the first match. Pep decided that, hey, you know what? I'm going to change the entire team, really. Go and play people in different positions, bring in new people. Don't know why. That backfired. That keeper is trash. He looked shaky the entire day. Any ball played over that line. The defenders were trash. And I've been saying this from day one. City defenders are trash.
Yeah.
Right? Anybody will score on City. How City has managed to win games was outscoring people. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore because what? We don't have that creativity in the midfield to find Haaland. I thought we did with Reinders, but then he played Reinders so deep, he was unable to do anything. Right? Who did he play on the left? Remind me. It wasn't Doku. It should have been Doku because we need what
Doku
City
came
needed.
on, right?
Yeah, he came on. He came on.
Yeah.
And here's the thing with Doku. Doku will always have two men on him at any time Doku has the ball. That means that frees up space in the middle for somebody to utilize.
Yeah.
Spurs came out, they had a game plan, they executed it well. They pressed. It was a good victory for Spurs. It was a tough one for us City fans.
Yeah.
I hope
Well, yeah, I
we
think he
learn something
changed
from
the
this.
formation, right? And Marmoush was the one who played on the
On the
left,
left, yes,
and
Marmoush.
Oscar
What is
Bob.
Marmoush doing on the left, bro?
Well, I mean,
Marmoush
if
has
not
played on the left
there,
behind
yeah, if
Haaland
not there
a few
though,
times.
yeah,
But
if
he's
not
not
there,
effective, though. He's not effective there.
Okay.
yeah.
The
Well,
dude looks so
so
out of
you're saying
place there.
you'd rather Daku,
Exactly. Doku is like he's that kind of all-time winger who's not
yeah,
afraid to take on the defense. He's the one who's going to drive in the box. He's going to square because that's what Alan needs. Alan needs someone to find him on the
feed
edge of the
him,
box.
yeah,
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
creativity.
But okay, separate and apart from whether I should have started Doku or not, he had Reinders and Cherky starting, and I feel
In the
like
middle of the
those
park.
two, yeah.
Your
Yeah,
two
So
but
new signings.
Ryan was playing CDM.
so
If you
No,
look
so
at the position,
Gonzalez was playing CDM.
he
yeah,
had two
Gonza.
CDMs, if I'm not mistaken. Bruh,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
look at
Tottenham
the
Reinders was
lineup.
exclusive.
Look at
playing
the
a little
lineup.
deeper. He was
Yeah, he
playing
was in a
deeper
lot deeper.
for sure. He was
Look
playing
at
deeper. I
look
did
at his
notice
position in
that.
the first
The
game as
lineup
opposed to
I
this
But
saw
one.
you guys were playing up, was it a 4-1-4-1 or something
yeah,
like
something
that?
like that. Yeah,
Four at
yeah.
the back. Gonzalez was
In
in the
the
middle of the park as
middle,
a CDM. In the same positions, you had Cherky. Reinders was very
Reinders
good last week. You had
Yeah, but
Oscar Bob
he
on
was
the
playing a
right,
lot deeper,
and
sir.
you
A
had
lot deeper.
Marmoush on the left.
on the
So
left. Yeah. So
that's
for
what I
sure,
remember when I
Reinders
saw
was
the starting
playing
lineup.
deeper.
4-1-4-1. I can actually look it up. Let's see.
Yeah, Reinders was
Rinders
playing
was playing
deeper,
deeper. All right.
almost like that second pivot. But my thing is,
Yep, see, I have it right here.
Cherokee.
4-1-4-1. I'm see 4-1-4-1. I'm looking at
I
it.
know what this
Yeah,
says, bro, but the position on the pitch was Rinders was much deeper compared to when
yeah.
he
He
started on
wasn't
the first
going as
game.
much.
Excuses, excuses,
No, it's
excuses,
not about
excuses,
excuses.
excuses.
This is the thing with football, right? Depending on where your position is on that field, you will impact whether the attack or the defense. His focus was merely on a defensive role, which is not. We saw Reinders getting into the 18-yard box a
He
lot
was, yeah,
in
pretty
that
good.
first game. He was
Because you
creating
played
a lot of chances.
Wolves. That's why you played
No,
Wolves.
it's also because he was playing much more
In a
up
different
in the
position. No,
different
for real, for real.
position.
I agree with you, Dre. He played a
That's the
different
thing.
role.
He
He
was
played
Excuses,
a
out of
different role
position.
in this
excuses,
game. He did
excuses.
play a
You
different
lost,
role.
my
Yeah.
friend. You lost.
No,
You
But
of
lost.
course we lost. It was a poor
Lost.
performance. It was
yeah,
a
Kunil.
poor.
but
There
my
was
thing
absolutely
is,
no creativity
my
in
thing
that game.
is, Cherokee was still on the pitch, even though Randers was playing deeper. I mean, I still feel like they should have been able to get the ball into Haaland a lot better. They should have been more better able to service Haaland than they did. Even though yes, Pep did switch the system. Of course, Mamouche started on the left, but at the same time, I just feel like Haaland didn't get anything, and
That,
compared
that
to what we saw in the first game compared to this game,
a
my
complete
thing
different side.
is that
Complete
yeah,
different side.
it
Completely different
almost
side.
it's almost like you guys reverted to it's like deja
Last
vu
season. Yeah.
from last
Last
season.
season.
This is what we're
And
seeing. This
that
is what we're
system,
seeing.
that system's not going to work anymore.
The
You're turning the
defense,
eye line. The defense is trash.
yeah, like
The keeper is
and I
trash.
don't get. I think part of the reason why the defense was trash was because of who he had in the middle of the park. He, like you said, Gonzalez was that CDM person. Yes, Randers played a little deeper, but for me, you get more to Randers going forward
Forward than playing up
than
deep.
defending. Yeah, so
Because what we need is
he
creativity.
he
We
messed
need
up.
that.
He messed up a bit there for
We need
me.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
When you finish, Omall, when you finish it,
Oh yeah. So I was just saying the lineup overall. I don't think Pep got it right. The keeper. Oh my
oh my
God,
God, get rid of
that
him.
guy,
Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
James Trafford, man.
so I coined a new phrase for him. He was Onana-esque.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know what?
Been
I won't even disagree with you because that's
was
going
like
to remind
Onana-esque.
me of
like
Onana,
them link
bro.
up in a bar in Manchester or something. Cause I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, and then him, I don't know. I was looking
Yeah,
at him like, who is this
he was
Pink
shaky.
Panther
He was shaky.
looking keeper, man? Like,
The
dressed
man
in
look
that pink,
nervous. The man look, not even nervous. Nerve them, bro.
shaky.
Shaky all
Man,
game, man.
terrible.
Yep.
Terrible passing. Just
It, it,
terrible
it's
decision.
gonna be a
Just,
rough. It's gonna be a rough season for City.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, you guys
he
might
did
get
good.
Donnarumma, so
He did good in the championship.
we know he's a proven goalkeeper.
Yeah, but if the defense
Yeah,
don't
Goalkeeper.
just
So
if the defense don't improve, you could have gotten a goal there. It's a go rough.
Listen. The thing
well, I
is,
mean,
why
if
didn't he
Rodri is back and
start?
shielding the defense somewhat, I don't think you
You
guys
know,
have
you know what? No, you know
very
what fearful
poor
of.
defenders.
Whenever a player go out for a long time, and we saw this with De Bruyne, whenever they go out for a long time on injury, they never come back the same. They never come back as they were before.
True,
So you're
especially
thinking Rodri
with
won't be the same
knee injury,
Rodri?
right?
Yeah, remember Sir Raj was out, I want to say majority of last
Yeah,
season.
last season, yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Arsenal, I think it was Kai
it's gonna
Havertz who
take some
fouled him,
time.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bryan was out for like half of the season. He came back and
Right.
was a shell of him for himself.
Yeah. But why didn't he start Edison though? Why didn't he start
I don't know
Edison?
what's going on. I mean, there's
Because
some rumors that Edison is leaving. That could be
Ederson
that.
is rumored
Yeah,
to be leaving the club.
transfers, but still, come on. In a game
I
like
don't know.
this against
Edison has to
Tottenham,
start.
Yeah, but
come on.
That's my thing.
And the thing is, hold on. The thing is too, he knows the history that he's had with Tottenham. In past recent years, Tottenham has gotten the better of them many
Yup.
times. We saw the 4-0 win. Before we're seeing some 1-0 win, some 2-0 win from Tottenham. Tottenham are their bogey team. When they play Tottenham, for some reason, City can't get the job done. So knowing this, you put
10
your
losses
best
to Tottenham
Yeah.
is the most of any team in the Premier League,
team.
tied with Liverpool.
Right.
9 to Manchester United. Let me just point
Oh
that
my
out there.
gosh, this guy.
9 to Manchester
Yeah, but
United.
okay, so he
And 10 to
knew
those
this,
two.
right? So why wouldn't he put the best of
His
the best
best
that he
team.
could?
Why change how you played that first game? This is not the time or the game for you to be experimenting with people.
Yeah,
This-
do that
this is
against
one
your
of the
Wolves or your,
First, it's
Yeah.
one of the top 6 teams. Why are you experimenting with players?
Yeah.
My thing is that if a player performed bad in the first game, sure.
You
But
switch.
but I don't know. It don't
Yeah.
make no sense. It just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to me.
So one thing I will give you credit for, Dre, is the last podcast we did. You did say you still think defense is trash,
Yeah.
It is.
even though they
Yeah,
had
I
a
think we all
resounding
had
win.
them winning
Yeah,
from the last prediction,
yeah.
right? But Dre
So
did say, yeah.
yeah, you did say that, so I'll give you that. My take is this, right? You guys defeated Wolves, and I did say that
It was a poor
because
Wolves
it's
team.
Wolves, we're putting an asterisk beside it because we haven't seen how they play against one of the better teams,
Yeah.
right? Now, Tottenham under Thomas Frank, and we saw this even against PSG in the Super Cup final. They were pressing very high, they were running energetic, they look like a different team under Thomas Frank, and this is without a couple of their better players. Even Richarlison, who I used to make a lot of jokes of, looks like he looks like a Brazilian, like a real Brazilian, right? So he looks good. So watching that match, what stood out to me, one, the keeper, but two, right? Persons who are saying Man City is back, y'all need to pump your brakes a little.
No,
No,
well, who was saying that? Who
no,
was
not
saying
you,
City's
but there
back?
were many fans who were saying, yes, Man City
No.
is back, And I said, well, it's Wolves, they looked good. All you can do is beat the team that's in front of you. But at the same time, it's Wolves, Wolves were not so good. Wolves were weakened as well, a couple of their good players left. So, asterisk, all in all, I think you guys did start that game fairly well.
Yeah,
I
they did.
think was it
Yeah.
Marmouche who got a chance when the game started? I mean, I think you guys got two very good
Should have
chances
scored.
where
Yeah.
if you guys had scored maybe even one or both, it would have been a different game.
Different chart right now.
So you guys did find a way to kind of break through. What happened is that when Tottenham scored, you guys just lost it. The back line and the keeper,
Which
every
is what
ball
we
that was
saw
coming into the
last
box,
year.
you guys just look soft and vulnerable.
Yeah, which is what we saw last year. But
is
Hold on,
it
hold
a
on.
one-off game or is it a sign of things to come? We shall see.
All right. To touch on what you said about the Wolves, right? Wolves, I was more excited about how I saw the guys playing. I was excited about the creativity that I saw from Reinders. I loved how Doku and them was playing. That's what got me
the
excited.
way
Right?
in which they won, I
The
agree.
way it's not so much.
We all were.
So I'm okay. If we can play with such creativity, if we can maintain that creativity, but then second game, it was a different team.
Yeah.
It was a
I think that's
different
on
team.
Pep. That is on Pep.
Exactly, right?
But that's reminiscent of what we saw from Man City last season, where you guys would look good this game and we're saying,
And
okay,
Pep
you
made
guys are back.
changes,
And then the
Pep
next
changed.
game, something
Pep
happened.
changed.
Maybe Pep changed the system
Yeah,
or,
Pep changed.
So-
Yeah.
It's like
I don't know.
Let's lose Chelsea, for example. Chelsea easily can field at least 2 to 3 side, right? But when what's his name, Maresca? That's the coach's name.
Yeah.
When the man come in, he must say, listen, this
is
is
my
the set
core.
of pillars I'm working with.
Yeah.
But Pep has done that. Pep has said it.
No, hold on,
That he
Pep.
wants a smaller squad.
He has said it, but he's still trying to bring
Experimenting, yeah.
with so much people. Marista came and said, listen, better to find new clubs. Man left people at them yard. He literally had what were you guys playing? Championship
Conference League.
Conference League. He literally had a different team playing the Conference League. Right? Pep keeps like testing and changing. If you have something that works, why fixing it?
Stick to it, right?
Just stick to it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. This is why I said it's going to be a rough season for City.
Yeah. I agree. I hope this was just a blip. Well, I mean, again, from a Chelsea perspective, I couldn't care less. I actually wanted you guys to draw. But talking football, I hope this is just a blip, a one-off bad performance. because let's give credit to Tottenham as well, right?
Yeah,
To
they
talk
played good.
about them,
They look different. They look different.
Thomas
So
Frank has that team playing in a different way.
Yeah.
We got goals from Paulina. Good to see him back in the Premier League. And we also got a goal from Johnson, superstar, which for me, I think he switched where he played, right? And she was playing on the right. And we saw him playing on the left. Is that correct? I think so.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's tweaking things, of course, with the introduction of Kudus, a very good player.
Yep.
Oh, I get feedback.
I mean, we know Thomas Frank is a good coach. He was, even rumored to be on one of Man U shortlists when we are kind of looking for Eric Ten Hag's replacement. And then
Yeah.
we've seen what he has done with that Brentford team. They were always very exciting to watch.
Right.
He had very good players in Mbuemo. We saw. So we know what we're gonna get from a Thomas Frank team. So
The thing I like about him,
Wait,
he's
not
not.
to cut you guys. Not to cut you guys.
Yeah.
As we're on this, I'm recording now. Liverpool and Newcastle are playing I'm sure you guys
Oh, they
know.
are, huh?
Yeah. They're up 1 right
Liverpool?
now. Yeah, Liverpool. Graven Birch assisted by Cody Gakpo.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't start Isak, did they?
No,
He's not here. Oh, I mean for Liverpool.
For
he's
Liverpool,
like he's on vacation.
yeah,
And
Isak.
that's not happening, by the way. That's a transfer that is not going to
I
happen. I
know
don't see
there's
that
some
happening.
tension there.
And we don't
Some
want it to happen
tension.
for the sake
Yeah.
of the league. We don't want it
You
to
know,
happen.
I
I'm
would
hoping
want
for
it
a
to happen
draw
because
from this game.
I want it to be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I really do, and I like seeing good football playing. Isak at Liverpool, that would look good. Isak at Liverpool would look good. I'd love to see that.
Striker. Yeah, well, I
mean,
guess we'll see. But yeah, 1-0 to
I'm hoping
Liverpool.
it doesn't, but
Yeah. I guess we'll see how that go. The transfer window, like we said, almost finished, almost ending. And Isak has fallen out with the Newcastle camp.
Completely.
I don't know. We'll see how this game goes because I know Newcastle has some kind of, feelings towards this. And I'm sure the players, I don't know. You guys think the players care really that he done
I mean, it
this?
has to affect them a little bit. It has to.
Yeah.
You know?
So
when
you
your
think
best players fighting to leave and it's
Yeah.
all over the media and just everything just
You know,
Yeah.
I
Right.
never played football, but I played cricket, club level, high school, and even internationally a little bit. And them two, like when there's things among involving their players, it does kind of you
Affect
can't
you,
completely
yeah.
block it out. You know?
Right. Okay. I guess we'll see how that game end. But yeah, I guess to bring it back to Tottenham. Tottenham had a good game. They got the win. Man City for me could have done better, should have done better, but I guess we'll see next week how they do. The game I really want to get to. Manchester United. Man.
Everybody's favorite team, huh?
Let me tell you,
Everybody's favorite.
Manchester United are getting relegated. I don't care. They're getting relegated.
Who you gonna
Unless
beat? You might could beat a City.
they sack Ruben Amorim, which I'm not calling for that. But I'm telling you what,
I got
if
some
they
news.
continue,
By the way, guys,
Or a troll sauce brother. I can't pronounce the word, but
yeah,
dude, that's
Old
sad.
Trafford. Yep.
yeah. Well, I mean, Manchester
7
United
wins,
though,
7 draws,
you'd have
15
think
losses.
it was a loss, right? Like just reflecting on the game, I have to remind myself that they didn't lose; they actually drew. But
Heavy's the head that wears the crown.
What crown are
what
you
crown? What are you talking about?
There's no bigger team in England than
Oh
Manchester
my
United.
days!
Manchester United dominates all news cycle. Manchester United dominates all YouTube channels, all newspapers. It's
All
just
right,
the
let's
norm.
get this straight.
That's just how it is. It's just the
Let
norm.
me say
You
this.
know? So
Manchester United
hey,
as a brand, yes, a very big brand. Okay,
biggest
good
in
brand,
England. Let's
Brand. Put brand
biggest.
at the end of your
hey,
sentence.
hey.
We're not here to talk about the brand, sir. We're here to
Probably,
talk about the game. Football,
Does
the
it
apart
game that
sound
from
we
Real
well?
love.
Hey,
Madrid, apart from Real Madrid,
Manchester
yes, the
United sells
biggest brand
papers,
in
it
the
gets
world.
clicks,
Yeah,
it gets views. So,
The
yes.
you know,
brand. We're
Congratulations,
not
everybody's
man.
disputing
favorite
that.
topic. It's what it is.
We're not
Congratulations,
disputing that. We're
congratulations.
talking about the
If
game.
you're okay with your team just being a good
Being a
brand,
brand.
to
Then
look
fine.
good,
Take that win. We'll
then
give that win
fine.
to you, sir.
You can have it,
So,
sir. In
you
You can
guys
fact,
have
have your
that win.
talk.
we'll
Let me know
send
when
you a
it's my
trophy.
turn.
We'll send you a trophy, right?
Yeah, you know
No,
what? Come on, let's get that
yeah,
done.
yes,
We're
we will
gonna
send
order
you a brand
a brand
trophy.
trophy.
Yes,
We'll give
for
you
the
that win, sir.
mighty
You can take that.
Manchester United. You guys
Okay.
make a lot of money,
I'm
got a
gonna
lot of
write that down
fans.
because
Good,
we're gonna
Okay.
send that to you.
very
Make
good
a
for
note.
you, sir.
Yep.
No,
Put
let's
it
bring it back
somewhere
to
here.
Let's
Yep.
bring it
yeah.
back to
Put it
football now.
right over your shoulder. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Hang it somewhere over
let's
here.
bring it to the pitch now. On the pitch, your team is garbage, brother.
Okay.
You had one good manager, which give you a period of what? How long was Fergie there for?
Wow. 1980. 1980 something to 2013.
2013. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was there for a while, right? So
Somewhere.
you guys had a good spell under Fergie. I think for you guys, you should say that Fergie is a good manager. But I don't think you can say Manchester United on the field is a good team. Because ever since Fergie left, you guys have been
Woeful.
just terrible. Just
Okay.
terrible. Terrible. And the fact that you can sit here and support your team like this. I'm not saying no, support your team, yes. But speak the truth.
Be so loud too.
Speak the
Okay.
truth, brother. Like, how can you can't sit there and tell me that you're happy with what you're seeing at Manchester United.
All
You
right.
can't sit there
As I said, you guys let me know when it's my turn.
on the field. You guys are terrible. From the ownership all the way down to the rats in your the rats in your club. It's
Ugh.
just terrible, terrible, terrible. 1-1 to the Fulham, which you can argue both ways to say, okay, in the opening 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, you guys did look good. Cunha should have scored. Yes, he hit the post. But apart from that, you guys had nothing. Fulham, after that, for me, should have won the game. Should have.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a poor performance. We'll get to your captain in a second. But yeah, go ahead. Let me make it talk now.
All right, gents. So I've listened, and what you guys are saying. Some of it is somewhat truthful. Some of it is absolute garbage, nonsense. All right.
Yep.
Now, there are 38 games to a season. 38 games. 2 games have been played so far. 2 games. We live in a society now where, everything is about clickbaits, everybody's opinionated, but no one is stopping to think and put the facts together. Okay? Funny.
No,
All right.
finger slip, sorry. Yeah.
So, what I will say is this. Yesterday, absolutely poor performance. Trash. Horrible performance. They started well. We spent over 200 million on the front line. Marc, Sesko did not start. Cunha and Mbeumo were on the field. Bruno was on the field. Yes, playing a little bit deeper. We did not score. Right? That's the bottom line. Goals win games. Goals win matches. Goals win leagues. Whatever you want to put it at. And that's why we invested heavily in the front line because we have a goal scoring problem.
Yeah.
Now, we played very well against Arsenal and we lost. every Man U fan was expecting us to continue, and we totally expected us to beat Fulham. It did not happen, right? We drew 1-1 with Fulham, and it felt like a loss because we know that we should have won that match. We should have totally outplayed Fulham. It's just what it is.
I don't think that's why, but
right?
go ahead. Yeah.
No, we expected to outplay Fulham. That's what I'm saying. We did not
okay.
outplay Fulham.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, we can say that Fulham perhaps deserved more from that game than us because a football game is 90 minutes. 20 minutes in, we were poor. I mean, we were good. From minute 20 on, I don't know what they were doing. When we scored the goal to go, as a matter of fact, let's touch on the penalty that Bruno missed, right? Bruno hasn't missed a penalty since December 2023. In my fantasy Premier League team, Bruno was my captain. That's how confident I was that we were going to defeat Fulham. He missed, all right.
We'll come back to your predictions from last week too, yeah.
After you miss the penalty, get your head back in the game and deliver. Let us win the game, right?
My question is, what was his reason that he gave for missing that penalty?
And again, that's what I'm telling you, there are a lot of things for clicks. He clearly said it was a bad hit. They asked him about him and the ref. He said, hey, the ref bumped into me. He didn't apologize. That's a trash thing to say. I don't know how that is relevant. However, he did say it was a poor hit and it was a bad kick.
This is what he said before that, right? Because we all went to school. We all did literature. So we can interpret what the writer is saying, right? This is what my guy said. He was upset because the referee bumped into him, did not apologize, and we all have our penalty routine. That's what his words. That's the first thing he mentioned about missing that penalty. Not that he was a poor hit, but the referee bumped into me, threw me off my game,
messed up the ref and the bump.
I watched the interview. This is the interview I'm watching. I'm telling you his words. Yeah. He said out of his mouth, he messed up all us players of our routine. Then he came and I guess he was trying to do some damage control now. Oh, bad hit, bad kick. We all saw it. He went down, picked up the ball again. He was still obviously still fuming about it, even after going back there, you know? Yeah. So don't come and make it seem like this dude is complaining about the referee.
Yeah. So there were two interviews, right? Two interviews. The first one, he said, oh, no, I never feel no way about the ref. The second one, he was like, yes, he was upset about the ref. He was put off by what happened there. We even saw it in the video. The video for me, if you watch the clip, my thing is, why was he was like a spoiled brat, man, behaving like, yo, what?
My point exactly.
And this is not new for him.
Exactly. This is a thing about Bruno where he whines and he complains. Like, come on, man, get on with the game. Your team have a chance to go up here. You have a chance to do good for your team. As a captain, you need to settle your head and take the penalty.
Not to cut you. Not to cut you, but this game with Liverpool is just like developing in some weird ways.
Oh no, man, we'll come up.
The red card just now. Horrible challenge from Gordon on Virgil.
Oh, they updated? Because it was a yellow at first, right?
Yeah, it was a yellow card at first. But from I saw that, a challenge from behind, studs in the man calf, no attempt to reach the ball. Wow. That's just a horrible,
first half,
It's a red card?
Yeah, red card to Gordon. Red card to Gordon,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, continue back, going back to my rant now, guys, right? So what I'm saying is this. Absolutely poor performance, trash performance. From what we saw against Arsenal, we were expecting as Man U fans, as supporters, that they were going to kind of continue on that same wavelength, continue the momentum. Different team.
But this is what we said last week.
I told you guys you guys played trash.
This is what we said last week. That
only Cunha and them were played.
Yeah, and this is what we said last week.
Your defense wasn't that. Y'all didn't play that well.
No, so in the first game, in terms of how the team played, That's the build up, the link up, players looking like they know what they're doing. They don't look like total strangers. We're all impressed. Because watching Manu last season, it looked as if they didn't have a clue. What I will say though is that the first 20 minutes still leave signs for encouragement.
Yeah,
We
but
still need to find a way
hang
to
on,
score.
hang on, hang on,
And
hang on,
until
hang
we
on.
find a way to score, we're
This,
always going to be in this cycle of disappointment and us
no, but
questioning what went wrong.
this is what we said in our first video, right? Manchester United is a team wherein, yes, they will show up against the big teams. They will
That is
show
true.
up, put in a performance against the big teams. We saw this last season. You yourself just said they beat Manchester City. And we see this time and time again. They show up for the big teams. And then when it comes to playing those teams where it's supposed to say, oh, easy win for Man U or comfortable win, they just go ghost. We can't see them, right? And this is what we're telling you. Last season, under Ruben Amorim, your team was bad in goalkeeping, bad in the defense, bad in the middle of the field,
No
bad
man
up front.
forward.
And the only place that you guys strengthened was your front line. So
Front line.
what can you expect from this season compared to last season? You guys expect to just outscore in a way to win
So,
games? That can't be the
all
same
right.
thing. And then look at it now. When your front team isn't firing, right, which is what we saw in this game,
The first two
you,
games, actually, there
yeah,
were.
when your
Yep.
front team not performing, you can at least rely on your defense to say, oh,
Stop someone
salvage
from
some of
scoring.
you. You know what I mean? But you guys didn't strengthen defense. You didn't strengthen the midfield.
All right.
Casemiro, I don't know why Ruben
So,
Why
Amorim
is
still starting Casemiro
Kobe Manu,
instead of
whatever his name, on the
playing.
bench? What's
Yeah,
going with him? One of the
so,
most bright upcoming young stars, bright in
Yeah,
the bench. What's
and I
up with
feel
that?
like
that's
I
a
feel
question
like
for the coach and the coaching staff, gents.
yeah,
None of us know why he's not playing. But
true.
again, I
And
get your point,
one last
Amal.
thing, one last
Yeah.
thing. Bruno Fernandez playing that much deeper because you have
Nonsense.
Mount, Mount start being up front, and
Mount
Boemo.
has been playing well. Let me just put
Yeah,
that out
Mount
there.
has been playing well,
He
but
has been
listen,
playing well.
the thing is, for me at Chelsea, Mount was a good number 8, box to box midfielder. Mount can play that role. Him, I'm not saying he can't play up front. He's been playing decent, but switch Bruno and Mount then. Switch Bruno and Mount. Bruno is a guy who you get more out of him going forward than you do have him sitting deeper. Mount can play that role, so why not make that switch? Have Bruno up front with those other guys, and I mean, I just feel like Ruben Amorim can do so much more. Not saying he's a terrible coach, but this Man U team, you're not getting anything out of them really.
So I'm going to say valid points. However, two games have been played so far
Yeah,
this
but it's the
season.
same. This is
We've
like
only
continuing from
conceded
last
2
season.
goals.
No, but this is continuing from last
Okay,
season.
all right. So look, as bad as you guys say the defense is, as bad as you guys say the midfield is, they have only conceded 2 goals. Now, Fulham is not a newly promoted team. Fulham has always been a mainstay in the Premier League, and it's not an easy match going there.
Right.
Again, it was a poor performance. We should have won that match if we were improving. Again, we did not score, but all I'm saying is that it's 2 games into the season, so we need to kind of put our brakes on, all these Amorim out, our defense is poor, midfield is poor. They've only conceded 2 goals. We have seen many teams start off the season playing poorly their first 2 games, and we all thought that, hey, what the hell is
So,
going on? And then they have went on to
Yeah,
win
but
the
the
league,
difference
no, no,
make
no.
is,
top
My
Mark,
question
the
4,
is,
difference
if that's the
make,
is,
stance we're going to take with
so
Manu, you should take that with all the teams then. Man City, as for example, we've only played 2 games. So
one of
pump
which
the
you guys
brakes.
have won. Yeah.
One in which we've won. So you what? Pump the brakes
okay.
with The back line
Yeah.
is trash. The midfield
No,
is trash.
you
The
said that.
forward is trash.
You
Just
said
that
Man U's
tells
backline
the
was trash.
teams
You
have
said that.
only played 2 games.
You said
Yeah,
that.
because
Ye-
I'm a very logical and realistic fan, as opposed to you, my friend. Right? So
Mark. Yeah.
let's take
The
all
thing
the
is, Mark. The
criticism
thing
because only
is,
2 games.
you see, if we were seeing something different from last season, then I could have accepted your point. But the
Yeah, but
fact is that
after 2
this is
games, you
just
can't make that
yeah, but
judgment.
it's the same as last season. That's why I'm saying nothing has changed. What has changed?
All right.
With the exception
So,
of, they look slightly better going forward, what else has
all
changed?
right.
Major
So,
issues still exist within the team that Ruben Amorim has not addressed. And that's my reason for saying, Manchester United has,
Looks the same as last season.
is the same. It's the
all
same
right.
thing.
So, earlier in this podcast, I said to you guys, yes, it's 2 games, but Arsenal undefeated XYZ, right?
Yeah.
I said the same thing about Chelsea, where I said if you guys get Garnacho, Xavi after 2 games, possibly challenging for the title. For
Yeah.
Man City, I said you guys played Wolves, you lost to Tottenham. Let us see how the season progresses. I am keeping the same energy for Manchester United. My argument has been consistent. 2 games into the season, we cannot hastily generalize and say
Okay,
it
all right.
is the same as last season because we have only seen 2 games. Now, again, I will point out we are not scoring goals. If we were scoring goals, then these matches would be a completely different story because we had our chances. Now, again, even if the midfield is poor and the defense is poor, which I think our defense is fairly good, the midfield is not good. But our defense, in terms of who we have, Euro is a very good defender. Delite is a very good defender. Luke Shaw is a very good defender. That's
Are you
not
talking
up for
about
debate.
over the last 2 games? Are you talking about the last 2 games or just in general?
All right. Euro.
Answer the question. Are you talking about the last 2 games? Overall?
Overall.
That's absolute bogus. Because if you look at let me
Oh,
finish. If you look at shots on goal for last season, Man United is all the way up there. Onana had more shots on goal than the winning team. What does that say to you, Mark?
all right.
That
So
means, listen, when I finish, that
you're not
means
listening to what I'm saying. You're not
it
listening to what I'm
means
saying.
your
We're talking
defense is
2 different
failing.
things.
No, we're not.
We
Think
are
about
talking
it.
about 2 different things.
Who stops the attackers from going to getting access to your goalkeeper? Your midfield, defensive midfield, and your defense.
All
If
right.
your defense is good as you claim it, there is going to be less shot on goal. Look at some of the teams in the Premier League who has good defense. Look at how many shots on goals they have. You do that.
All
So
right.
for you to say your defense is good when the amount of shot on goal for your team is higher than most, that doesn't make sense to me.
All right. So what I said is Euro is a good defender. That's not a debate. Delite is a fairly decent defender. That's not a debate. Luke Shaw is a very good defender. We all know Luke Shaw, when fit, is
Well,
one of the best
when he's
left
not
backs in the
injured,
world. When he's not injured, he's one of the best. So I am saying
he's
our
okay. I wouldn't
starting
go that far,
3
but yeah.
defenders are good defenders. Now the team defense is questionable from the standpoint that the midfield is not good. Players come into the box. Maybe it's Amorim's tactics, possibly it's his tactics. But I am saying from a defender personnel, man for
So you're
man,
saying
the defenders
from a
are
player
good
to player,
defenders. Yes, man for man,
all
they
of the
are good
players,
defenders.
all of your players in your defense are good. But when they're playing together on the pitch, they aren't good.
But that's a team problem. That's a system
Who
problem.
makes up the team? The players, right? If I have a team and my defense consists of 3 good defenders, should my defense be good?
All right. So what you are trying to do is
Is that
you
question
are
I'm asking
trying
you?
to put team defenders as two separate entities. That seems to be what
You're trying to
you're
do
trying
that.
to do.
I'm trying to say your defense isn't good. You know what? Let me rephrase it. You're right. Your defenders are good individually. Your team defense is trash.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Whosoever make up your team defense, they're trash. They're not doing their jobs.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
So
So, but you're
remember,
saying they just don't gel together? Is that what you're
the
saying?
defenders, the team in itself, maybe it's the coach's tactics, maybe
The
it's
players aren't
our
good.
midfield,
The players aren't
always
good.
being ran through. I don't know what it is, but I am saying that Lenny Yaro would walk into many other teams around the world. Luke Shaw would do the same thing. Delict would do the same thing. So clearly, the defenders are talented and can play, but
So
in
what's
this
the problem then? You tell me what the problem
well,
is.
no,
What is the
listen.
problem?
All right, I can't know what the problem is because I
So
have
how
watched
come
the
you're not
games
telling me? When
myself.
I tell you what the problem
I,
is, you're going to tell me that's wrong. You
no,
don't know
because
what the
you're
problem
wrong.
is. I'm telling you, your defenders are trash. They are trash,
Hey,
All
bro.
right, all
hey,
right.
listen.
So my defenders have conceded the same amount of goals as your defenders. We
But
have
my
conceded the
defenders
same
are
amount of
trash.
goals as Chelsea defenders. We have conceded the same amount of goals as Liverpool defenders. We have conceded the same amount of goals
Chelsea has only
as
conceded
Arsenal
one.
defenders.
Sorry.
Oh, you're talking for this
Oh,
season?
yeah,
You mean
this
for,
season.
okay.
Yeah.
When you're
That's
talking
the
about,
first question I ask you, I
you're
ask you, are
talking
you
about
talking
this
for this
year. When
season?
you're talking about
Yeah.
2 years
You
ago.
said overall, Mark. You said overall.
Yeah,
The
So,
because
first
man
so
for
question
man
I ask
overall, they're
you,
good.
are you talking for this season or overall? You said overall. So now you switch gone to this season.
Okay.
You gotta make me
Anyhow,
know when you're switching, bro.
I think this segment is taking up too much time,
yeah,
and
we bring it,
it's
bring it
too
back, you know.
animated. So what I
Yeah.
will do is I will say this, right? And I'm gonna leave you guys on this point right here. It's 2 games into the season. Let us make a general analysis after 6, 7, 10 games. Before the season started, we all knew
Okay.
Manchester United as the
Wait, we
hardest
said
start to
six,
the
seven,
Premier
10
League.
games? Did you say 10 games?
Yeah, that's
Six to
You
when you
don't
ten.
need that
start to
much. You
think
don't need that much. You
after
don't need that
10
much.
games. You can't
You don't need that
generalize
much.
after 2 games. So
You don't. You,
five,
Hey,
six,
you,
seven
hey,
you,
games
Dre,
in,
you, you yourself
Dre,
for about
just
5
Dre,
wait.
games.
You
Dre.
know?
We'll give him the 10 games.
Okay,
We'll give
Just
Ted.
him the
wait.
ten
But
games.
remember,
Ted.
ev-
Okay.
everyone knew Manchester United as the hardest start to the Premier League.
No,
And
no, I
But you
don't
did
want to
not.
hear
You did
that.
not.
I don't want
You
to
don't
hear
have
that.
the start.
all right.
I don't want to
Who
hear
do you
that.
So
guys play next? Who do you
That
guys play next?
that's a self-proclaimed
no, it's
Who do
not
you guys play
thing.
next?
self-proclaimed. It was all over
I
the
don't
internet.
care. You play
All
what's
right.
in
Right.
front of you.
Clickbait.
You play
Clickbait,
what's
sir.
in
You
front of
said it
you.
best.
You do.
Clickbait. You said
Okay.
it best.
Okay.
Clickbait.
Okay. All right.
You
You
who you
said it.
playing? Let me ask you this: Who you play next? Who you play next?
No one. We're not. We're out the league. We're gonna be relegated. We're
No,
gonna
no,
play
no. Who you play next? Isn't
um
it? If I'm not mistaken, isn't it Burnley?
Division 2. Yes, we're gonna play Burnley.
Okay,
I
so
got
what?
so.
What are you
What are you
talking about?
talking about, sir?
Fulham
All right.
shouldn't be.
I am
Fulham
telling
shouldn't be.
you that Man
You same
U's
one said.
start to the season, the first 5 games were ranked the hardest start of any team in the league. It's a
By
fact.
who? By who?
By
It was
who?
all over
All
ESPN,
right. Hold
Fox
on then.
I
Sports,
Hold
don't
on.
care
Hold
Channel
on
about
then.
those
Four.
guys.
It's
Listen,
What's
there.
up? Let's
listen.
look. Let's look at the games. All right.
Yeah,
For Man U,
Arsenal.
Arsenal, Burnley,
Yeah,
Man City, Chelsea,
yeah.
That's my point.
what is Brighton? No, let's look at Arsenal's start to the game, right? Who did they play first?
Man U and
Man
Arsenal
U.
were
Okay.
ranked as
They,
the
they have
2 teams with
Liverpool,
the hardest.
Nottingham Forest, City, Newcastle. What are you talking about, sir?
All right.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You
Okay.
guys have
Okay.
one of the easier
No,
fixtures.
No, we don't. No, we
I
don't.
remember the
No,
great
we
Man
don't.
U shouldn't be talking about
No,
hardest fixture and
this is where the excuses
I
come.
mean
Let's wait
I am
10
not
no
games.
against. I'm just telling
They're
you
the
what
little
hardest
what it's been
fixture.
Burnley,
said.
little Fulham, Chelsea, who you say is not a good team or whatever. Yeah, you shouldn't be complaining, bro. You same one say, oh, you beat City last year 2-1. So what's the problem now?
What are you
What's the
complaining
issue
about,
now?
sir? Win your games, sir.
Didn't you knock Arsenal out of the FA Cup last year, or was it the Carabao Cup? No, the FA Cup, right? So what's your problem? Little Burnley you can't beat? Little Fulham? No? Yeah. Thought so.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oh, no. Listen. For the upcoming 25 to 26 Premier League season, Manchester United has the hardest start, facing
where's
Arsenal,
that coming
Manchester
from?
City, and Chelsea in their first 5 fixtures, according to Opta's model and New York Times and BBC's analysis. Arsenal also have a challenging opening, facing Man U, Leeds, Liverpool, Nottingham Forest, and Man City. It was well documented
Okay,
before
sir,
the
you're
season
right. You're right.
started.
You guys
It
have
was,
the
it was
hardest
there.
fixture.
So you guys are
You guys
acting
have
as
the
if I'm
hardest
saying things
fixture.
that don't go so. Like, come on, guys. Do not be biased. We knew from
Okay,
before
okay.
that
All right,
that was
all
what
right.
was being said. It was all over BBC, ESPN, Fox Sports World, everywhere.
Yeah,
It was being said that the
So
start for
I
Man
guess
U
you're right. You're
is
right.
the
You're right. You're right.
hardest. A
You're right.
simple Google would show you guys that. So come
Yeah,
on,
you're right. Which is why you guys lost to
don't do
Fulham,
that.
because which is why you guys lost to Fulham, because you have the
No,
harder
we didn't
fixture.
lose to Fulham. We drew
so,
1-1.
so are
Yeah,
we
it
are
makes
we
sense.
to expect the same thing from newly promoted Burnley next week?
Yeah,
No,
you guys
4
gonna lose
love.
to them as well. You
Book
guys
it,
gonna
4
lose to them
love.
as well.
4 love.
Okay. Well, I guess that leads us into Donkey of the Week. We want to
Um,
hear donkey predictions.
only one. There's only one.
Yeah. Dre kickstarted.
Of course, Bruno Fernandes. Complaining about
Bruno
the referee.
Fernandes.
Trying that ball. Someone said it best. I think he has an enemy in the stands. He was aiming for them, definitely.
Hey, listen, I saw a post from NASA, right? Saying, they saw this UFO. When they zoomed in, took a
It was
closer
the ball.
look. It was the ball from Bruno Fernandes. And
Yep.
I'm like, that's crazy. That is crazy. That penalty kick was just sad. And then his behavior,
That made it even
honestly.
worse.
Yeah. Donkey for
Bruno
sure.
is for me. Bruno Fernandes.
Nice. That was gonna be my pick. The other one was City's keeper. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me that,
Trafford.
baby.
Yeah. I mean, for me, he lost the game for them, even though the forward line didn't score. But
No.
that performance, man, come on. You can't be doing those things. So yeah, that's my donkey of the week. Mark?
I hate to do this, but gotta be Bruno. Got to be Bruno.
Hey!
Really?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, has to be Bruno. I mean,
Wow.
yeah,
I didn't
it was just,
think I would have heard this.
he was
from
at
Mark.
fault for the goal, not tracking his runner as a midfielder right at top of the box right there. And then that penalty miss, and then it was just overall a poor game,
Yeah.
I hate to do this to my captain, but I'm not a biased person as you all would think,
Hey, we have to clip this because I never thought I'd have heard seen the day Mark said anything bad about him team, yet alone him captain. Wow.
Sad.
Yeah. Donkey of the week.
Bruno.
You heard it here. Listen, guys, we want you guys to tune in. We want to get you guys connected. So drop your donkey of the week. Who you think that player just absolutely poor.
Merch.
It's Old Trafford donkey of the week.
Definitely.
I mean, hey, if you want to pick the whole team, then sure. But yeah, donkey of the week, guys. Off the bench moment.
Can I
Anybody
pick
who
Man
stood up.
City's defense, entire defense? Can I switch?
I'd agree with you. I would agree with you.
Hey, they were bad,
I'm
but
gonna go with Bruno. That's fine. I'm gonna go with Bruno.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, off the bench moments. Anybody who stood out from the bench? Can't really think of anybody really. I guess the one thing for me would be Esteval Willian. He wasn't supposed to start, because of that injury to Cole Palmer. Came on and he did a pretty good job. Got man of the match.
Should have scored.
Got an assist.
Should have scored.
So, yeah, good job by him.
For me, Smith Rowe, coming off the bench.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Against Man U, So yeah, that might be my off the bench moment. Not
Emil Smith Rowe, outcast from Arsenal.
Yep. So
turned out to be Fulham's savior, really.
Yeah.
Sad. Yeah. Stole 2 points from Manchester United.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'll take that one.
Been leveling points with Man City.
I'm glad that happened. Hey, listen, man. I don't
Everybody want to be like us.
Listen.
Oh no!
Listen.
No! Never.
The fact of the matter is, even the corner kicks from Fulham, I don't know, was it like 3 times? Them just put it to the back post, nobody there.
No, we are a very vulnerable team for corner kicks.
If Fulham had a little bit more quality, I promise you guys would have lost that game. But yeah, I guess we look forward to game week 3. Standout fixtures. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Dre, what's the update for the 2-0 to Liverpool?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ekiti assisted by Gadpo, so Gadpo 2 assists. Looking good for my FPL team. So at least that good.
Oh, you had him?
Gadpo, yeah. I'm gonna bring in Ekiti. He's looking really good. Back to back, he scored first game, right?
Yeah.
Scored again, yeah, he's looking good.
Yeah. All right. Match week 3. Let's see here.
Liverpool Arsenal, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a draw for me.
All right, so we have Chelsea Fulham, London Derby. Should be a good one. Can Fulham upset Chelsea's run?
Yep, I have Fulham winning that game just to show you guys.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine by me.
3-1 Chelsea.
Tottenham Bournemouth.
Draw.
Sunderland Brentford. Sunderland, I mean, they lost their game. What was it? 2-0 to Everton, was it? Yeah,
hey,
no, who they played?
And Man U doesn't.
No. Sunderland played Burnley. Sorry, 2-0. 2-0 lost to Burnley, yeah. They play Brentford this time around. Brighton, Man City. That's one that should be an interesting one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Man City should win that comfortably.
Comfortably, really?
I'm not going to say that. 2-1 City.
2-1 City. Oh, I'm going to give it to Brighton, honestly. No. I'll go for a draw. 1-1. Yeah. But Liverpool Arsenal should be the highlight of the weekend.
Yep, that game week.
That's on Sunday. Man U Burnley. I'm interested to see that one. Remember last week?
Easy win for Man U.
Yeah, no, but last week Marc said, listen, his prediction was 3-1, but he'll update us during the week whether it should be 5-1 or 6-1.
Some crap like that.
Right? Turns out it wasn't.
So, Man U is gonna play on Wednesday. So because we finished so poorly in the league.
My days.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We finished poorly in the league last year, so we have to play the earlier rounds of the League Cup this year.
Yep.
So we're gonna be playing on Wednesday. So I think that match on Wednesday is gonna kickstart our goal scoring spree. We might win that match 4-0, move on to Burnley.
Who you guys play Wednesday?
I don't even know the team. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're playing maybe a Division 2 team. Let's see. We are playing. Grimsby Town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Grimsby Town. So
you guys might win that one. Might.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go maybe Man U 4-love in that match.
Okay.
Transferred over to the Burnley match, a little confidence. Maybe that Burnley match could be, I'd say, 2-love, 3-love, you know. So that's gonna kickstart our season.
Okay. All right, we have Leeds, Newcastle, Forest, West Ham, Villa, hosting Palace. Yeah, I think Arsenal, Liverpool is that standout game for us. And prediction, score prediction. Crossbar challenge. Predictions for that standout fixture, highlight fixture.
No,
Arsenal, Liverpool. Wow, should be a good one, huh?
Make his debut.
Yep.
You know what? 2-1, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
My thing is Liverpool's defense is still a bit questionable to me.
Yeah.
Newcastle scores with 10 man.
See?
Okay.
See that?
Okay.
Right on cue. So, I am going to say 2-1 Arsenal. Arsenal's defense is so good right now that, I mean, and their set pieces, man, their corners are just it's crazy. So,
Set
I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay.
I mean, a draw would be good. A
draw is what I was just thinking.
Draw would definitely be good, yeah.
Selfish ambition, but if I put my selfish ambitions aside, honestly, I can see Arsenal winning that game. With the fact that their defense is questionable, Liverpool's defense. I mean, Liverpool's a team that can outscore you, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, my heart is saying a draw, but I'm going to go with 3-2 Arsenal.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir. 3-2 to the Arsenal. So, yeah, we'll cover that game. Can the London teams keep dominating as they did in game week 2?
Nope. Just a few.
I'm hoping for Chelsea's sake they can. I mean, the rest of the London teams I don't really care about, but can the Manchester teams turn it around? Brighton,
I know
and
Man U can.
Burnley.
Sorry.
We'll see how that goes.
Man U will.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I think that is full time for us here. Any final words for you guys? From you guys? Up the Chelsea.
Yeah, I got one word. Marc, win a game.
Oh,
Win a game, sir.
Shots fired, man.
Okay.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
You said last week, listen, Marc, currently, him can't really come with no big talk because your teammates, you ain't doing it, man.
Listen.
Well,
at the end of the day, we all wish our team could be as big as Manchester United, but
yeah. Hey,
we'll send you the trophy.
That brand trophy.
Brand trophy coming.
We'll give you that. You have that.
Yeah.
You have that. The biggest branded club out there.
Take me home. Take me home.
Yes, guys. Well,
Old Trafford.
You heard it here from us, guys. That was game week 2 covered. Looking forward to game week 3. And we'll be back. Until next time, stay warm.
Out.
Yes, sir.